Cosmonauts, good morning! Woo! How's everybody feeling? How was last night? It feels like some people might be moving in a bit slow, but that's okay. Just to let everybody know, Cosmoverse is trending on Twitter, so thank you guys very much. Shit's going down! So first up on stage at Cosmoverse is Vasily and Andei from Lido. Guys, come on up.
Hey, I'm Vasily, this is Andrew.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. We are from Lido. Lido is a DAO that is making liquid staking protocols. We've got a few of them running already. For example, we run a pretty successful liquid staking protocol on Ethereum and one on TERRA, which we will be talking about very soon, and one on STLUNA. Andrew is a lead developer for TERRA liquid staking and Cosmos ecosystem, and I'm the overall tech lead. And Kai was supposed to give this talk today, but he didn't get a visa. Visas has come, so we are like the second best set of people to talk about this. I'm really happy that I voted to organize this conference. It's organized on the community fund of Cosmos, so I voted for this. That's cool. We'll tell you a bit about what liquid staking is and how it works on TERRA.
Yeah, so yesterday we talked a lot about staking and liquid staking, but I would just like to quickly reiterate on those topics so that, to make sure that we're all on the same page here and we understand what's going on. So liquid staking is basically an on-chain representation of staked assets. So in most cases, this is achieved through interacting with a smart contract that you send your staked coins to, and the contract does two things. Well, it receives the coins, it stakes them from its own address, and it mints an amount of tokens for you that represent your share in the total staked assets from the contract's address. Now, those tokens, as opposed to the staked coins, are liquid. So this means for you that apart from getting your share of the staking rewards, you can actually use those tokens in various DeFis. So for example, you can send those tokens to a liquidity pool and profit from the fees, or you could use them as a collateral in a money lending protocol and get a stable coin in return. So yeah, that's good. This means additional profit from your staked assets, and that's basically why people are interested in liquid staking. Now that we've recapped on those basic notions, let's go to TERRA and BLUNA. So BLUNA is basically a liquid staking solution that is already working for the TERRA blockchain. And it has several features that I would like to talk about today. Well, first of all, one BLUNA tries to represent one staked Luna. In case of a slashing, there's pegging fees that apply to all bonds and unbonds that try to drive the exchange rate back to 1.0. So in most cases, when you look at the charts, one BLUNA represents one staked Luna. The second thing that I would like to talk about, it is a very distinctive feature of BLUNA that we'll come back to later once again. It is how BLUNA deals with the accrued rewards. The accrued rewards are sold to UST, and you can claim them in UST from a separate contract. So those rewards are not compounded back. So your token does not grow in value with time. You have to manually get the rewards from the rewards contract. And this is really good for the Anchor protocol that BLUNA is primarily used in, but not so good for other DeFis, right? So the current state of BLUNA is as follows. It has around $3 billion of total value locked. 20% of staked Luna is BLUNA, and 96% of BLUNA is locked in Anchor, and only 3% of BLUNA is locked in TerraSwap. And the BLUNA holders delegated their stake to around 16 validators right now. So now that we know all that, there is a couple of issues that are associated with BLUNA in our point of view. So the first issue is the uneven distribution of delegations. In the initial set of contracts, you could manually select the validator that you could send your tokens to, like they could delegate to. And this has led to a situation in which around 70% of stake is delegated to the top 2 validators, which is rather unhealthy for the ecosystem. The next thing is BLUNA in liquidity pools, it kind of loses rewards because the rewards are not being restaked. If you send your tokens to a liquidity pool, then it's the liquidity pool address that starts gaining those rewards. It's not you. And most liquidity pools are likely to have no idea of how to deal with the rewards that come to their address. So that money is basically lost. And this is kind of true for all DeFis. Your rewards are they cannot handle it properly, and you just kind of lose money. Yeah. So this picture illustrates what happened to the BLUNA exchange rate during massive Anchor liquidations of collaterals. The TerraSwap pools are kind of thin, so yeah, the exchange rate drops dramatically. It's backed back then, but it drops. Yeah. The Lido team has come up with a protocol upgrade that aims to solve those issues. First of all, we've come up with a new token that's called STLUNA that is alongside the original BLUNA. They can be easily converted from one token to another in a single transaction. So BLUNA is not going anywhere, but it's still there. But we have this STLUNA token. The STLUNA token is a kind of a bullish version of BLUNA because with STLUNA, all the rewards that are generated by the STLUNA share of the staked assets are being restaked immediately into the system. So the STLUNA token grows with time. And there is no problems with the rewards claiming and so on. And the second thing that we try to fix with the STLUNA update is the delegation distribution imbalance. So in STLUNA, you cannot manually pick a validator to delegate to. Instead, the protocol picks a validator automatically for you from a set of approved validators, and we try to pick the validators that have currently the least amount of delegations to sort of even things out. Yeah. So the benefits of STLUNA are rather obvious now. I hope we target the uneven delegation distribution. It is better usable in bridges like IBC and in DeFi in general because, once again, the rewards are compounded. You don't have to deal with the rewards separately, and you basically don't lose any money. Yeah, and Vasily will tell you a bit more about the DEXs and money markets that can use STLUNA now.
Yeah, so you might have heard about TERRA Autumn stuff. TERRA just had an upgrade to a new version of CosmWasm, and a lot of protocols are launching now that it's upgraded to a new version. One of the most important of these protocols are DEXs like Ostropod and money markets like Mars, which is a really cool take on money markets with contract theory built in and stuff like that. Ostropod, I think, launches in November, and Mars is geared towards a December launch, but it depends on whether the dev team believes in Christmas or not. If they want to spend Christmas working or not. So, it's like a constant value bullish token on Luna that can replace Luna in cross-chain DeFi like on Osmosis. There is no sense to have a Luna token in a pair when you have a staked Luna token that gets you staking rewards on top. So I think that's, that upgrade can push the liquid staking on Terra network to the new level and get like as a blueprint for how liquid staking on Cosmos should be, which is like harder than it sounds. I think that deployment for STLUNA will come in November, probably pretty soon. We just finished an audit and audit fixes, so it should be all good now. And after that, the focus will be some integrations and going at to have a hard look at the larger Cosmos ecosystem and how to implement liquid staking there. It's not an easy task because Cosmos is a zoo. It's a lot of independent blockchains. Cosmos ecosystems, a lot of independent blockchains that implement upgrades separately. They have different features implemented, and we can't expect them all have the same functionality so that liquid staking can be replicated easily. That's one thing. The other is that liquid staking is kind of working in the heart of security and sovereignty of the network. So whatever design we might come up with, it should be like super friendly to the ecosystems, to the governance of the protocol that liquid staking is instantiated upon. And it's hard in Cosmos because there are so many blockchains in it with conflicting sometimes interests, and liquid staking should be like beneficial to the protocol and credibly neutral. So it won't be an easy upgrade and an easy research and development. But I hope we'll get a liquid staking model on Cosmos that can be on Cosmos SDK, which is being worked upon right now, and it looks like it can be a good building block for making liquid staking. So that's what we hope to do next. Thank you.